The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filed more than a dozen charges against the world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, and its CEO on Monday. The watchdog accuses the company and its head, Changpeng Zhao, of misleading investors, operating what it calls an extensive web of deception. The SEC says Zhao and the exchange commingled billions of dollars worth of customers' assets, or mixed with corporate funds, a breach of U.S. law, and that those assets were secretly controlled by Zhao. It also alleges Binance operated unlawfully as an unregistered exchange, and that Zhang designed and implemented a plan to, quote, surreptitiously evade U.S. laws. Binance says it intends to defend its platform vigorously. It said all user assets on its platforms are safe and secure, and since it is not a U.S. exchange, the SEC's power is limited in reach. Binance grew dramatically after the collapse of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX last November, but the SEC complaint is the latest in a series of legal challenges to the company. In March, another regulator, the CFTC, alleged Binance helped commercially valuable U.S.-based VIP customers evade compliance control, even though the company's global business policy said it restricted U.S. customers from trading on its platform since 2019. Market players said the latest allegations from the SEC could hobble the company, with the lawsuit likely to reverberate through the crypto industry.
Email exchanges from inside the BBC, they talk about the risk of violating Indian laws. It's easier to rake up the freedom of speech debate, but does it give anyone a free pass to knowingly violate the law? America supports India because it needs India's support in return, and India is working with the US because it suits India's interests. This is how geopolitics works. Last night, he diffused a crisis with his defense minister. But today, Netanyahu was confronted with a new problem. His cabinet seems to have rebelled against him. The UK is looking at the Indian subcontinent to fill its coffers. That India seems to be negotiating from a position of power, like a partner and not a former colony. The US and Russia are dangerously close to an armed conflict. This year, 2023, New Delhi will be the capital of global diplomacy. For a country as diverse as ours, with 88% of the population illiterate, it was a very big deal to write a constitution, and that too, the world's largest. Meanwhile, if we may, here's a Republic Day gift from India for the BBC. A list of suggestions for the BBC for their upcoming documentaries. Number 1, the Kohinoor and the colonial loot. Number 2, an outdated monarchy and unhealthy obsession with the royals. Number 3, racism in 2023. We're waiting.